So have you ever walked into a room and felt instantly calmer, like the space itself was giving you like a big hug? Well, that's the kind of feeling I wanted to create in my own home, and I've been working on that for the past few weeks. And it's a place that kind of brings comfort and peace and a sense of ease. And I've learned that our environments have a really big impact on how we feel and how we show up and even how productive we are, to be honest. I know I can't do anything if my desk is a mess or if my kitchen is full of dirty dishes in the sink. So by creating intentional spaces, I've been able to cultivate a home that supports a slower and more mindful way of living, and I can't wait to share how you can do the same. So if you're new here, I'm Sue and welcome to Cozy Notes, a space where we slow down, rediscover joy, and live a more intentional life. So I'm so happy you're here. Grab a cuppa and let's get into it. So if you're watching the video version of this, you'll see that I'm in my car. I have a little extra time right now and I just decided I forgot my book at home, to be honest. I would have brought my book and I don't want to be on my phone scrolling. And so I decided, why not record a podcast? So I have this mic right here that I'm filming with. And then my camera, my little DJI Osmo Pocket 3. That's a mouthful. I'm filming on that. So anyways, audio quality is really good. So, which is why I decided to let's just do this. I'm taking an art class and I arrived 30 minutes early. And so yeah, recording a podcast. I don't want this to be long because I only have 15 minutes until I need to go in. So why intentional spaces matter? For one, they enhance our well-being and our focus. Just having a really thoughtfully designed space helps us feel calm and focused and grounded. Like I said before, if my kitchen is a mess or if my house is a mess, I just feel discombobulated. I'm not saying you need to trash all your stuff and become a minimalist, and you don't need to be a neat freak and get all upset whenever the house is a mess. Sometimes the house becomes a mess and then you just need a reset, just like anything in life. We all need resets. So maybe resetting your house once a week or once a month or something, I don't know, or just creating systems that allows you to tidy up and organize, and your family is able to do it as well, because it shouldn't just be you, to be honest. If it is all you, then you need to have discussions with people in your family. And it enhances well-being and focus. It also, having an intentional space, it supports intentional habits, like having a space for reading, having a space, I homeschool, so having a space to homeschool the kids, having a space to meditate or to exercise, and to really slow down and enjoy those moments when you do have the time to do those things. Having intentional spaces reflects your values. That's something you value, is to be home and to be comfortable and to be cozy, and to be maybe simple as well and functional. A lot of times when we look at magazines and stuff, we see these beautiful homes and they're perfect, and we aspire to have our homes be like that, but it may not be functional for your family and for your lifestyle. So functionality is really important. So next is elements of a cozy and intentional space. You want comfortable furniture. You don't want furniture that just looks nice and is not comfortable. No one wants to sit on it, right? So you want a comfy armchair, comfy couch, comfy blankets and floor cushions, just make it comfortable. It doesn't have to be in a magazine. You're not going to be an architectural digest, so it's okay if your home is more comfy than it is stylish. Next is to use warm lighting, that soft ambient lighting, the kind of that golden yellowish kind of a light, or fairy lights. We have fairy lights in our living room, and then I have fairy lights that I plan on putting up in our homeschool room, and then some in my bedroom. They're just going to be everywhere in our house. And then my kids have those lights, so we haven't put them up, but they go around their LED strip light, so they can change the color of it, make it warm and cozy. And candles are awesome, but I know some people don't like candles because of the smell of it. So if you don't do candles, then you could also do essential oils, I guess, but that's not lighting. And then meaningful decor, so incorporating items that reflect your personality, such as favorite books and family photos and art that inspires you, or even your art that you're creating because you're taking an art class as part of your self-care. And then natural elements, adding touches of nature with plants. I know I'm not very good at keeping my plants alive, but I try my best. And I do have plants. Some of them look like they're struggling, but I still try to take care of them. Natural wood, we have a lot of natural wood in our home. and seasonal flowers to bring calm and grounding energy. All right, my husband just called me, sorry. I love getting seasonal flowers from the farmer's market or from Trader Joe's. So next we have tips for mindful organization. So declutter with intention. Like I said, I'm not asking you or suggesting that you get rid of all your stuff and all your family's things, but instead remove items that no longer serve you to create a cleaner, more peaceful space. Yeah, if you haven't used it in over a year and it's not like an antique or heirloom, maybe get rid of it. You're probably not going to use it anytime soon, to be honest. Use storage mindfully. So store items in a way that keeps them accessible yet tidy. Like I realize I need to have cabinets. Like I like the open shelving concept, but it just gets too decluttered because I'm a little lazy when I shove things into like baskets and stuff. And I need to have cabinets where I can close the door and not see the tech gear that I have and the wires and all that stuff. Or like in my kitchen, like all the lids that we have, I need to have cabinets so I don't see that stuff. So use storage mindfully. I think that is important. So like I said, use baskets, cabinets, dedicated drawers for things. And, you know, you shouldn't have more than one junk drawer in your home. So next is to keep only what brings you joy or is useful, I guess. So let go of things that don't add value to your life, keeping your space purposeful and easy to maintain. Moving on, creating a cozy nook for hobbies or relaxation. Like if you watched any of my vlogs, you know that I have a little reading nook now in my bedroom and I totally love it. Choose a quiet little corner, pick a spot that feels cozy and removed from like high traffic areas. So like my bedroom corner is removed. I can close the door, even though my kids like open the door. I don't lock it. I should lock it maybe, but I don't know. If I did lock it, they would just knock on the door until I opened it. So it's mostly quiet and away from like high traffic areas. And so I'm able to easily relax there. Make it personal. Add items you love, like books, a journal, knitting supplies, or a music player, so it reflects your hobbies and interests. So in my little corner, I have like a little table with my TBR, my to be read book stack, and then I have like paintings and pictures on the wall. One painting that I did from another art class I took, and then I also have like a macrame hanging plant thing that I also did at a class. So yeah, those just adding personal touches to make it cozy. I have a cozy little blanket, I have a cozy footstool, and I have like my coach calls it a self-care basket or self-care tote, and so that's what I have. Self-care tote is what she calls it, but I had a basket, so I just call it a self-care basket. And I have like my crocheting and knitting supplies, my journal supplies, and then whatever else that I have there. So for easy access, and I can carry it around with me. Usually it's by my bed, but when I'm in my cozy corner, I can move it there and use that. Incorporate soft textures. I like add plush pillows, a warm blanket, or a small rug to make the nook feel inviting and snug. I don't have a rug. That's a good idea. I need to get a rug for that corner. But like my ottoman, it's like a storage ottoman, but it's kind of like a teddy bear material. I don't know how to explain it. And then the blanket is like one of those faux fur blankets. Lots of cozy textures, soft textures. And then keeping essentials within reach. So place a small table or basket nearby for items you might need. Next is small decor tweaks to embrace slow living. So using seasonal themes and elements. And so like I have like different like mini planters depending on the season, and I take them, you know, I take out what I need and I put those out. So just kind of, it's like a winter season, or it's like a, you know, happy spring or summer or whatever. Like just having these little things to bring in the seasons, really, it makes it feel good. It just makes it's bringing the outside in, I guess. Display items with meaning, so showcase items that hold memories or meaning, like souvenirs from your favorite trip or handmade craft. I have like 2 pictures of Mount Shasta. I have 3 pictures of Mount Shasta. So one's of Mount Shasta, another is of like a lake near Mount Shasta, and then trees near Mount Shasta, because we got married in Mount Shasta, so I have all those elements there. So they bring a lot of meaning to me. And then choosing soothing colors. You know, I like whites, I like blues, I like greens, so those are very soothing for me and create a peaceful vibe. And then the benefits of an intentional home environment is that it promotes relaxation and presence. So you just have a space to relax. It's like your sanctuary, basically. I mean, your home should be your sanctuary, but sometimes you need a sanctuary within your sanctuary where you can get away from your family and just enjoy the moment and let go of distractions. And just having that little bits of self-care time, which is important. It inspires creativity and mindfulness, so having cozy spaces invite you to engage in activities that fulfill you, from reading to crafting to coloring to painting, like whatever you're into, crocheting, knitting. Yeah, it's just nice to have that little space, little dedicated space. Like, you know, you can sit there and you can do your thing. You can get your craft on. And it also encourages gratitude and contentment. So when your home reflects your values, it's easier to feel grateful and connected to your surroundings. Like if your home is like a mess and it's just not pleasing to your eye, you're going to be unhappy a lot. let's just face that. You're going to be unhappy. So let's create a cozy, warm, inviting environment where we want to be at home and we aren't resentful of our homes and our lives. And I encourage you, when you get a chance, to choose like at least one little small area in your home that you can make a little bit more intentional and a little bit more cozy this week. Whether that's like a cozy nook or your bedroom or a corner in your living room, like whatever, find a little corner and make it all your own. And remember, like creating intentional space is like it's a gradual personal process. Like you shouldn't be doing things overnight. You shouldn't be redecorating your whole house like in a weekend. Like it doesn't have to be instant. Like we have this mentality where we have to do things, we got to do it all at once and overhaul everything right away. And you know, especially if you're buying things, that can get expensive after a while. But just being intentional, like this is the space. Like for my little cozy nook, I moved a chair that was in our living room into our bedroom. I made space there for it, and also a lamp, and then like all our pictures are from various places in our home. And so, you know, I just made it work with the stuff that we already had rather than buying a bunch of new things. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I know if you're watching the video, it's a little different this time. Look, I got 2 minutes until I need to be in my art class. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. And everywhere else, you know, I would love it if you left me a review. 5 stars. 5 stars would be awesome. If it's not 5 stars, don't leave me anything. It's okay. Share with friends and family, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.